Dear listeners, my name is Anthony Clark.
And I'm Melanie Clark.
And we are The Amazing Clarks. We're both award-winning certified life and love coaches and a husband and wife duo that have been coaching together as a team for 24 years and that have been passionately in love for 34. They call us The Amazing Clarks because we empower people to live amazing lives.
And we're here to help you get from where you are to where you want to be in love and life. Love the Amazing Clarks is our personal love letter to all of you who love love.
That's right. You know that we love love.
Yes, we do.
So let's get this party started. So today we have another amazing podcast for you guys. Today's main topic is don't stop believing.
Yes.
When we're talking about love, we're talking about marriage, we're talking about relationships. And we know that a lot of you guys are pretty down on it right now or don't believe you'll ever have a happy marriage. Happy marriages don't exist. And you want to give up.
Yes.
And that's a horrible place to be. But we're here to tell you, don't stop believing. And by the end of this podcast, our goal is to make sure that you believe again, to give you hope, to motivate you, to inspire you that you can have love, a happy marriage, a great relationship.
Yes.
Don't believe the hype that's all around you that's telling you that you can't, because you can.
Yes.
And we're going to help you get there. But before we jump into the main topic, it's time for Catching Up with the Clarks. Now, this is where we kind of give you guys some insight into what's going on in our personal life behind the scenes, because we're real people just like you. So today, Melanie, what is it that you would like to share with the people, letting them in on Melanie's world? What's been going on with Melanie's world?
Melanie's world. Well, I don't know if a lot of people know this, but I am a big believer in law of attraction. Yeah. So if you've been listening to us for a while, you know that I love law of attraction. Right. So what's been going on in my world is I have been really focused on manifesting money and teaching people how to manifest money. And I am loving it so much. Money's energy. That's why it's called currency. We're attracting it or we're repelling it. So I am working with a lot of clients right now, helping them manifest money. And they're doing it. Yes. They're doing it. And it makes me so happy. I love doing work that makes people feel empowered and is helping them get what they want out of their life. So I'm all about it. We're in the fourth quarter. We are heading towards the holidays. I am all about my money right now. That's what's happening for me. How about you?
Good job.
How about
Good
you?
job.
Thanks.
Well, of course, our business has been going good. We've been coaching a lot, and life is good.
Yep.
But in my personal life, over the last couple of days, I've been trying to solve an issue. Okay. A challenge.
Okay.
So here's the challenge. We've been dog sitting our son's dog for the last last week.
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
2 weeks. We've had Tichiba for 2 weeks.
Tichiba, beautiful pug.
Yes, we love
little
her.
Black pug. We love her. She's been in the family since she was a little tiny thing, newborn.
6 weeks old.
6 weeks old. And love her to death. But over the last couple of days, it's like the last 3 days.
Yes.
She would sleep in the living room, and we used to let her sleep in our bedroom, but then she gets in the bed and gets between us, and then we can't cuddle.
And we don't like that.
No, and I mean, she really makes it hard for us to cuddle, and we cuddle. Cuddling is how we survive at night.
We spoon it up.
We spoon back and forth nonstop. Nothing comes between us, not even a little black pug, as adorable as she is. So we started leaving her in the living room, and she sleeps on the couch. She's been doing that for years. But the last couple of days, when I'd get up in the middle of the night, I'd notice some brown stuff on the ground.
Leaving your little presents.
In our kitchen on the floor. And so at first it was like, oh, okay, wow, maybe we just didn't, she overate her. We didn't walk her enough.
Yeah.
And so cleaned it up. And that night made sure that took her for a long walk, didn't feed her that much. Okay. Go to bed, get up, walk to the bathroom, look in the kitchen, poop, waiting for me. Like, hey, I'm over here. And so it was like, what the hell? And so I'm like, okay, all right, so today, let's feed her less. Let's walk her a couple more times. And same thing happened. So now, and I'm starting to look and go, okay, what's going on? my first thought was, because she gave me this look when I would go in a room and close the door at night. Like, she'd run behind me, and then when I close the door, she'd look at me like, really? Really, really? I'm pissed. And so it was like, all right, she's upset right now.
Mm-hmm. She don't like it.
She don't like it. And she probably has a little separation anxiety.
Mm-hmm.
So next day, did the same thing. Took her for an extra long walk. Same thing happened. So now I'm not going to give in to her. I'm sorry. I'm the leader. So
you're the leader of the pack.
That's right.
Okay.
So I gave in to her. And I let her sleep in the bedroom. But I let her sleep on the floor.
Let her sleep in the bed.
She slept on her bed. I gave her a blanket.
But in the same room with us.
In the same room with us, right. Yeah. Lo and behold, that solved the problem. Yep. She's been good for the last 3 days. So she just wanted to be close to us. Because why wouldn't she? Well, all that love we got going on, and she was like, she wanted to be part of that love.
She wants to be part of that love.
Yeah, so I received the message, and it was like, be more aware in the future. She doesn't have to get in bed with us, but just make sure she's kind of has access to us.
And I've been doing more baby talk with her too, and loving her and petting her and cuddling her. Mm-hmm. I think I was starting to ignore her a little bit because she's just here every day, right? And when I see her normally, I haven't seen her for a while, so she's getting lots of extra love. So realizing that her actions are saying to us, I need more love from you guys. So we're giving it to her.
That's right. And guess what? She's not the only one that needs more love. We all do.
We all
do. And many of you guys do too.
Yes, we do.
But you probably think that you can't have it, which is leading to the next segue to the main topic.
Get it, baby.
Don't stop believing. Don't stop. Mm-hmm. So I wanted to do this topic because on our last podcast, we kind of talked about how when it comes to relationships, people have been contemplating the idea of let's have a contract and renew it every couple of years. So like leasing love. Mm-hmm. And that's an interesting concept. But really, when all was said and done after the podcast, we realized that really, for most marriages, it wouldn't be good. And it's kind of putting bad vibes out about marriage. It's kind of the belittling. We decided that it would probably destroy marriage over time.
Yeah.
If people did that. And one of the reasons why people are considering leasing their marriage and contracts is because deep down inside, there's fear.
Yep.
There's fear that it won't work. And there's fear that if it doesn't work, I can escape and get out of it. I don't have to commit. Because they're seeing all the horror stories around them, all the failed marriages, all the divorces, all the trauma that comes from it, all the pain, the humiliation, embarrassment. And so a lot of people, even though they want to be married, or even people that are in marriages, don't believe that it can be happy and satisfying because they're bombarded by society and TV nonstop with failed relationships, with people cheating, with marriages don't work. Mm-hmm. And so because of that, I feel like it's having a really negative impact on society.
Yep.
And so I wanted to do this podcast to let you guys know, don't give up.
Yeah.
Happy marriages do exist. Successful marriages do exist. There are tons of them out there. Now, are the majority of marriages on that level? Maybe not. But you don't need the majority to be. You just have to know that there are many people that are doing it. Because sometimes people look at us and go, oh, well, you guys just got lucky. You're just Anthony and Melanie Clark. No, we didn't get lucky. We put work in. There's a lot of couples that have what we have. And if they can have it and we can have it, that means you can have it too. But you have to believe. Don't stop believing.
Mm-hmm. No, you're absolutely right. As you were talking about this, it reminded me of something, Anthony. Like in 2008.
I remember that.
No, I'm going to tell you, you're going to remember.
I remember now.
In 2009, 2010, something like that, we were pitching television shows. And we had created all of these reality shows. Anthony created a show called, what was the show called, babe?
I Want to Get Married Now.
I Want to Get Married Now.
Which is?
Love at First Sight.
which is 90 Day Fiance,
90 Day Fiance, Love at First Sight. So we created a bunch of reality shows around love and dating because we saw back then that it was starting to change. So we were creating shows to bring people together and to teach them that you can fall in love with anyone, because we were seeing the beginning of the judgment, right? Nobody's good enough for anybody. So when we went to go pitch these shows, at that time, the producers said something really interesting to us. They said, these shows will never work. They will never work on TV because these shows are desecrating the sanctity of marriage, and people will not like them and they will not be successful. And as you were talking right now, I was thinking about how all of those different shows that are on TV, all the reality shows, they weren't created the way we were trying to create them to bring people together. They were actually created to tear people apart, to create drama, to create emotion so that people would become addicted to them and come back and watch week after week after week. But what has happened, what I've seen, is it's shaping people's minds about love and marriage in a negative way. That if something doesn't work for you, you just throw a tantrum, you get angry, you can be violent, you can say mean things, and then you're out. And so people are being programmed by that. And in our last episode, our cliffhanger was what people need to hear from married couples. And that is that love is worth it. Marriage is worth it. You are being programmed to think it is not worth it. Now, you are going to have conflict in your life no matter what relationships you have. You're going to have conflict with coworkers. You're going to have conflicts with your boss. You're going to have conflict with your parents, your siblings. Like, we coach all kinds of people. Trust me, everybody's having conflict with other people because that is how we grow and we transform. Like, we're mirrors for each other. All people are. And so you're not going to avoid getting hurt. Yep. You're not going to avoid having to look at some things about yourself that you don't like. You can't avoid that. But what you are avoiding is love. What you are avoiding is connection. What you are avoiding is friendship. And so I think it's really important for married couples to say, it's worth it. It's not perfect every minute of the day, but that's okay. It's worth it. It's the challenges that make us great. I can look back in our marriage and I can think of times, like, honestly, Anthony, when we were young and broke and struggling and trying to make it happen, those were some of the best times of my life with you. Right? Because it was teamwork. We were working through it. We were learning about ourselves. And if you're trying to avoid that and just get to this, right? You're missing the journey. It all goes together. And it's worth it. Don't give that up for comfort. And when I talk to our single clients and I see them and they're like, there's no one out there, and their lives are just really all about them by themselves all the time and how sad they are, I really am thrilled to coach them and help bring their belief back so that they can attract a partner. But it starts with yourself. It starts with how much you love and appreciate yourself and knowing what you have to bring to a relationship and knowing what your partner has to bring to a relationship and sharing that. And I don't see a lot of sharing out there or caring. It's me, what I want, what I need, and nobody's good enough for me. And that is sabotage. And that is preventing you from being open and believing that you could actually have what you want.
Yeah, exactly. You know, we've done this this little survey over our career with people, and we would ask the crowds, big crowds, small crowds, out of all the relationships, marriage, long term that you've experienced in your life, out of all the couples that you've met that were in long term marriages, how many of them had a marriage that was so good that you looked at it and said, I want that? The average person has met less than 2 couples in their entire lifetime based on the answers that they've given back over the years. Think about that. Only 2 couples.
Mm-hmm.
That means the overwhelming majority, if not all the rest of the couples that you've seen in relationships, were in failed or unsatisfying relationships. So now, what does that do for your faith?
Not much.
What does that do when you're dating and you're moving towards relationships? Is that going to encourage you to succeed, or is it going to make you maybe subconsciously sabotage it?
Right.
Because deep down inside, getting what you really say you wanted, which is a relationship, a marriage, subconsciously, you believe that it will end in failure.
Yeah.
So you will subconsciously sabotage it because everybody's failing from your perspective.
Mm-hmm.
It's everywhere, see?
Yeah.
So subconsciously, that can prevent you from having success. You will sabotage opportunities when they're there because you really don't want it. You're afraid of it subconsciously.
I see that a lot.
Or even with couples that are in relationships or married already.
Yep.
They're in unsatisfying relationships in many cases because that's what they've seen over their lifetime. They've been programmed to believe that this is how it's supposed to be. Because they haven't seen enough couples with great relationships, they don't allow themselves to expand their mind and reach for more. They just suffer.
Yeah.
So that's one of the reasons why we wanted to become coaches after we created the foundation of our successful relationship. And for me, it was even in childhood. Growing up in Brooklyn, I was around a bunch of failed relationships and people suffering. But for some reason, I did the opposite. I didn't stop believing in love.
You kept believing.
I kept believing. I increased my belief.
Yeah.
And as a little child at 8 years old, I told myself, I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
I'm going to find the love of my life. And then one day we're going to turn around and teach the rest of the world how to have that kind of a relationship. I literally did that at 7 or 8 years old. That was my biggest vision. And so I increased my belief. And guess what? I attracted what I desired.
Yeah.
It worked.
Yep.
So if you're a couple that's out there that has a good relationship, share it.
Yes.
Share it. Don't be ashamed of it. The world needs it.
Mm-hmm.
They need to see it in order to believe it. And once they see it, they believe it, then they could recreate it. They could attract it.
Right.
So to me, it's painful. It's so sad when I see single people that are so angry at marriage and so down on marriage and relationships.
Yeah.
And it's like, it doesn't have to be that way. And they want it. I see them suffering because they want it, but they just don't believe. And so once again, don't stop believing. It does exist. And once you find one couple, if you start consciously looking for it, you'll find those couples. You'll see them. And then you'll see more and more and more. It's the law of attraction. Yeah. You'll keep attracting more of it. And those couples will be your role models.
Yeah, exactly. You know, the other thing about this is that people tend to drag their past experiences forward, right? So trust is created on experience. So if you've had some bad dates, if you had some bad relationships, you don't have to let that define your dating life. You don't have to let that define all relationships. Just learn what your preferences are from each date. And what I see a lot of single people do is they just hold on to the bad thing that happened and they just keep focusing on it, talking about it, instead of focusing on what's good. And, you know, this week we had a really interesting experience I want to share. We coached this young lady and she was in a horrible relationship. And it was very obvious to us that the young man in the relationship who was not coaching, she was the only one coaching, was actually just really interested in a sexual relationship. He didn't want marriage. He didn't want commitment. He was saying it very clearly, but she wasn't hearing it. She was trying to convert him. Mm-hmm. And we just had to be very honest and very real. And we were like, he's not interested in relationship. He's telling you he wants sex. And she had done some coaching with us and worked on her energy and her vibration. And this week she texted us and said that that relationship ended and that she met someone new that is showing up for her exactly the way that she wanted him to show up, but he could not because he wasn't there. But right behind him was someone who wants the same things that she wants. Mm-hmm. And he's doing it. And so my point of this is don't tell the story that this bad thing happened, or this guy did this, or the guy before that did that, or the girl before that, and the girl before that did this. So that's how it is. It's not true. You are creating in every moment, and you don't have to drag every bad experience forward. I am happily married, and I had some bad relationships when I was a teenager. I was married to someone before Anthony, and it wasn't the best marriage. I didn't know what I was doing, and he didn't know what he was doing, and we were figuring it out, but we didn't know how to work through it. But I learned that in my second marriage.
Mm-hmm.
And so I didn't bring the stuff from the first marriage into the second marriage. I believed there was opportunity for me to get what I want. And so I really hope that you all can start to believe that it's possible for you. I also want to say to couples, we're coaching quite a few people going through divorce right now, right? And you know what's fascinating about that? They're still learning the stuff that they couldn't learn in the marriage. We're teaching them how to communicate, because you still have to communicate with your ex, especially if you have kids. You're still connected to them. So this idea that if it's not working out, I can just cut bait and run and move on, and I'm not going to experience any discomfort in relationship is not true. You're going to experience discomfort in relationship.
Mm-hmm.
I like to say it's a breakdown before you have a breakthrough.
Yes.
And you're going to have a lot of breakdowns in relationships, because relationships help you have a lot of breakthroughs. Don't avoid that.
Mm-hmm.
Look forward to that.
And the interesting thing is that everything that we could ever want is literally right in front of us.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're not a vibrational match to it, you won't see it.
No.
And if a successful relationship is a frequency, it's a vibration.
Yes.
And it's a very particular vibration. If you have not been exposed to that vibration, that frequency, it's hard for most people to tap into it and just create it on their own.
Mm-hmm.
Unsuccessful relationships, or unhappy relationships, failed relationships, that's a specific frequency. So you look at it like this. You've been bombarded with the opposite frequency of the failure. Lack, pain, suffering, failed relationships, bombarded.
Selfishness.
So if that's the case, then it's the law of attraction. You're going to pick up that frequency, and you're going to attract more and more and more of that in your own personal life. And actually, the couples with great relationships, you'll literally push them away so you don't see them. So that frequency that you need, you'll push away subconsciously because you're not a match to it.
Mm-hmm.
So how do you become a match to it? It's not going to just come to you because you're not a vibrational match to it. What you have to do is to want it.
Yes.
And you have to consciously seek it. You have to ask to see it. If you ask for it, you'll receive.
Mm-hmm.
Turn off the TV shows with the drama, the failed relationships, and the gossiping, and couples fighting and acting a fool. Turn that off.
Yep.
Stop talking to the friends with the drama in their marriages and relationships.
Yep.
Google search happy relationships. Follow the amazing Clarks. Once you start looking, you will start finding it.
Yes.
And at first, it might seem a little weird to you when you start watching these couples. It might be a part of you like, this is kind of corny, or this doesn't exist.
Mm-hmm.
That's the old frequency trying to pull you back.
Yep.
Keep going.
Yeah.
The more you immerse yourself in that frequency, the more comfortable you'll get with it, the more familiar it'll be to you. So happy relationships are modeling what it looks like for you. Learn from it.
Yep. Now that you know what you don't want, start focusing on what you do want. Start talking about it. Start looking for it. I love this mantra. I love asking the universe to show me how good it can get.
Nice. I like that.
Show me more love, universe. Show me make my path so clear I can't miss it, universe. We have so much power to attract what we want, but we get snagged in like this net of negativity of what's not there. And that happens because we're all trying to protect ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
And you can't protect yourself from getting hurt, getting your feelings hurt, not liking something. That's part of life. And disappointment is part of life. It's not always going to go exactly the way that you want, but it's going to go the way you want a lot of times. And so you got to be open to both, right? And so really start thinking about and talking about and focusing on what you actually want. That's what this client did. Like, as she went through coaching with us, all the coaching was not about the guy. I told her in the first session, that guy don't want what you want. It's very obvious. And you chasing it is saying you don't believe you deserve what you want. So let's do some work on your deserving what you want. And she did that work. And then she finally saw it. Oh, this person just isn't a match to me. I don't need to chase someone who doesn't want what I want to prove to myself that I'm lovable. And that's what a lot of people are doing. They're holding on to someone who's saying no because they think if they can convert that person, then that makes them lovable. Let those people go. They don't want what you want. Look for the people who want what you want. Get excited about that. Get excited about what you want. Know that it exists. Talk about it. Be about it. Vibrate about it.
Celebrate it.
Celebrate
when you see it, celebrate it.
Yes.
Literally, celebrate. Don't hate on it.
Yes.
Don't talk shit about it. Celebrate it.
Yes.
Because then that's telling the universe, I want that. I'm a vibrational match to that.
Yes.
And you'll attract more of it.
And check your expectations. Sometimes we create expectations to keep people away, right? And men and women are not the same. We're very different. And if we are filtering through our own filter and we have an expectation for men to be like women and for women to be like men, we are going to struggle because...
But there's a way that... Let's save that for the next episode.
Yes.
Yeah, we're going to share a way with you that a little mantra that you can use. That could change the game
we got something. We got something for you guys. So, another cliffhanger, Anthony. Yeah. So we'll tell them on the next episode.
Yeah, that's right. This one's a game changer.
Yes, this one's a game changer. So we'll see you guys on the next podcast. I want to say thank you guys so much for joining us today. We love and appreciate all of you guys.
That's right. And don't stop believing. I just want to add that one before we move forward.
One more reminder. Don't stop believing.
Don't stop believing.
Hold on to that feeling,
That's
you guys.
Right,
Hold on to the feeling of love so that you can attract it.
That's right. And if you guys haven't had a chance yet to get a copy of our book, Crack the Code, Secrets to Achieving Your Happily Ever After, then pick up your copy today, available at Amazon.com. If you guys are interested in coaching with Amazing Clarks, you can coach with us via phone or via Zoom, no matter where you live around the globe. To learn more, go to theamazingclarks.com. And last but not least, if you guys are interested in becoming a life coach or just want to learn some skills to life coach yourself or someone else around you, then check out our life coach training and certification course at Law of Attraction LifeCoachAcademy.com.
And make sure you guys are connecting with us on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube at The Amazing Clarks. And remember, guys, to go there, you got to grow there.
So there you go. We gave it to you. Now what you're going to do with it.
Love
the Amazing Clarks. See you next time.
See you next time.